Hey guys, I'm Albert, vlogs about nothing. Episode 2 for today, another impromptu for you guys. And so right now, I want to talk about universal healthcare, right? In just 4 minutes and 20 seconds of your time, and I'd really appreciate it. Also, hit the like and subscribe buttons on the bottom. Leave comments at some point. I'd like to engage with the community and things like that, the worldwide community. So go ahead and leave those things down on the bottom, and I'll do my best to get back to them. Also, at some point when people actually start to watch these videos, we'll go ahead and give away cool prizes and all that other cool stuff. But until then, let's talk about universal healthcare, right? And how, last time I checked, we were one of only 9 industrialized nations in the entire world not to offer any kind of universal basic healthcare. That statistic could have changed. I know that it didn't change in our country, but I guess maybe one of the other 8 countries could have woke up and decided to have common sense and dignity as it concerns their fellow human beings and their constituents, I guess, right? If we're speaking specifically in a business kind of mind. And I guess that's where I want to hit hardest, right? To anybody who's over the age of 45 and happens to stumble upon this video, common sense is something I think that has been largely overseen, right? It's been something that has been largely forgotten, not overseen, right? Let's be clear there. And so anytime you live in a country that, has an exorbitant amount of wealth and opportunity and the means to move forward in the socioeconomic role that you have here in America, it is common sense to just take care of the things you can take care of, pay for what you can afford. And it would be misleading to say that this country cannot afford universal basic health care, right? It's actually so against common sense that it's hard to really talk about at some point. Ask anybody under the age of 40, right, if they think universal basic healthcare should be a thing. And you'd be surprised to find out that most people feel that healthcare is an inalienable right and therefore should be provided to the citizen, regardless of what country that is, at the cost of the government. In fact, I'd argue that it's in the government's best interest to keep you healthy. I've heard the argument before. Dead people are cheaper. It's, a way of sort of getting money into the system, taking advantage of people, I guess, basically is what I've heard the argument for in terms of keeping the kind of system we have in place now. But not only is it inherently false and demonstratively immoral, it's simply not the best way to run a business. Put yourself in the government's shoes. And again, I would argue that the government could find you more of an asset in terms of your money-making ability, better if they took care of your basic health care, right? And not just again, it's not from a cost benefit analysis, which is unfortunately the kind of way you have to approach these things sometimes. But going back to the opening sort of statement I had when talking about universal basic health care and sort of gearing this specific impromptu speech to older people, it is common sense. It's no longer an option in the United States of America to have people are the worst off people, socioeconomically speaking, still having difficulty paying their basic medical health care expenses, right? It's obscene, it's outlandish, and again, it just doesn't make any sense. And so, here in the United States of America, I'd like to think the greatest country on earth, we'd have a little bit more common sense, right? And that's where I leave you. So have the conversation with your friends and your peers and your family, see where they stand on it. But universal healthcare is a basic and alienable right, and it is common sense. Bye.